Good morning everyone. Today we're going to talk about art trading cards, which get shortened to ATC. They're also called ACEO cards, which is short for art card editions and originals. Now these cards, you'll have to excuse me because I'm reading from this. These small cards should be no more than 2.5 by 3.5 inches, that size, and this is roughly the size of a credit card. Now ACEO cards, they're very small work of arts or prints, and they can be originals or they could be prints. They're usually signed by the artist and they're often numbered. Now they're quite easy to make. First of all, you need to get you need a card that size, which I bought these here ACEO, which I bought from Amazon. They're only a few quid, and they're suitable for watercolour or acrylics. And I also bought a pack of these small sleeves, which you need. I also bought these on Amazon. These are Ultra Pro products. Now these were only a couple of pounds as well. Now what you need to do is create your work of art. Now I've bought a couple of them off eBay. Now this is an example of one of them. I'll show you better later on. So this, to give you some idea of the size of it. And this is another one I bought. Now you can make them in whatever medium you want. They could be drawings, they could be small paintings, you could use a set of small watercolours like these, good quality watercolours, acrylics, pastels, whatever it is, but remember you're working in a very small medium, so it's got to be quite intricate, so you'll need small brushes. Your cards are probably best to be on watercolour paper, which I've used. So I've tried a couple of them myself. These are just rough ones to give you some idea what they're like. This is one I've done. Don't know if you can see that. Here's another one. I've also varnished these and I put them in the small sleeves, so you can try and make your own. They're not hard to do. Now ACEO cards, they've been used back in history. Trading cards have been used back in history as far as Van Gogh was said to have used trading cards, Frida Kahlo, Jackson Pollock, even Michael Jackson has been said to have created art cards. Modern trading cards have their origin in Switzerland, in Zurich, and from around about 1966 trading sessions have been held which have brought the resurgence of the modern ACEO cards. Oops, that should be 1996, not 1966. To reiterate, the card should be 2.5 by 3.5 inches, the size of a small credit card, and that's 63mm by 89mm. They should fit into a standard card collector's pocket, plastic sleeve or sheet. If you cut the card yourself, you'll need to be very precise. It may be best to buy ready cut cards unless you have your own guillotine, because otherwise it could look a bit untidy. It's best to use a good quality watercolour card. That's what I use. Now I have some tips for selling ACEO cards. But firstly, you can sell on eBay. They can go for as little as a few pounds, or famous or successful artists can sell their ACEO cards for many hundreds of pounds, thousands even. They're a way of advertising your work and can be seen as a little sampler really. Now they can be hard to sell because there's so many of them on eBay at the moment. So make them as original as you can, make them interesting. unique in a way that only you, something only you are doing at the moment if you can. Make them as professional looking as possible. List them in an interesting way when you put them on eBay to grab the buyer's attention. Now, things you must include with your card, or on the back of your card maybe, is your signature, your date that you've created it, the title, the medium used, for example oils, acrylic, watercolours, ink, the print number, the copyright symbol, and if you have a website, include that. Now, a good thing to do is to include a certificate of authenticity. Here's an example of one. You can print those off yourself, or you could just, I imagine you can buy them somewhere. Now ensure you pack your card very well. It's not hard to do because they're very small. So just make sure they're in a plastic cover and they're in a good stiff envelope and well packed, without adequate postage on them. When you're selling, don't start off with too low a starting price. Perhaps £3 at the lowest, no lower than that, because otherwise it looks as if you don't value your work. Keep your postage low, no more than a couple of pounds. And the last tip I would say is to make sure that you advertise your work properly. Don't be shy about it. Use Twitter, Facebook, Blogger, a website if you have one, anything really. Just get it out there that you're putting your work up. Go on, have a go, have a try. So before I go, I'm just going to show you the ones that I've got once again. Here's this one that I bought. It's done in pen and ink. This one here is done in wax. It's quite pretty, isn't it? And finally, here's my two. I've just done them in an example really. I will be doing better ones. So here they are. Get my fingers in there as well. Okay, thanks for watching and good luck.